Hi, it's Regina here, and welcome back to one of my videos where I share a time lapse and I talk about it. Before we start, remember to subscribe to my channel, like my videos if you enjoy my content, and you can always support my art on patreon.com/rgbcn. Link is in the description. The time lapse I'm sharing today is one drawing I did for Inktober last year, and I really love it because I really love these characters. You probably know me because I love the Big Bang Theory and I draw a lot of Shamey and I draw a lot of the characters of that show. I also write fan fictions and I do a lot of things related to them. But yeah, I also like other stuff and it's part of what I am right now as an artist. That I like other things as well. And Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite movies. I have a lot of favorite movies, so I can really pick one, just one. It's difficult for me. But in general, I really love animation. It's been always one of my dreams to work in a animation studio. At least when I was little, I remember that I was like, I want to work on Disney. I want to work on Disney. I really love animation. It's something that it since I was really small, a little kid, I was like fascinated by animation, and I normally used to like, and I really still love a lot of Disney movies, then Pixar, and then also other companies that were doing really great animations and movies at the time that I was like a little kid and then a teenager and then an adult because I still love a lot animation. Normally, if you tell me, do you want to see a movie that it's just real persons or you want to see an animated movie, normally I will choose the animated movie, uh, especially if it's something like I know that I will really enjoy. But in the case of Nightmare Before Christmas, I have a really funny story behind that. But before I start, I was just fascinated by the stop motion animation. I remember that first I was fascinated by all animation, especially 2D animation, that it was what I saw when I was little, because 3D was not a thing until a little later. And first, you know how 3D animations were. I think Toy Story was the first one that it was like, oh my god, this is 3D and it's so cool. But if you see the real persons in Toy Story, you know the characters that are real people there, and you compare it with what we have now, you can see the difference and the improvement in the industry with that. And it's something that it has always fascinated me in a lot of ways. But yeah, the fact that Nightmare Before Christmas is stop motion, I really liked stop motion before, but I have a funny story with this movie because I remember that I'm old, and when I was little or a teenager, we didn't have Netflix, we even didn't have internet. So I remember that I went to what we called in Spanish video club. I think in English a lot of people say blockbusters or things like that. I don't remember. But it's a place where there's movies and you can just grab one and pay and go to your home, see the movie, and then come back and give it back, because they let the movie for just it's the same as right now we have with the smart TVs, etc. But we we had to go to the place and choose the movie based only on the image of the box, etc. And sometimes you didn't have a lot of information about that movie because we didn't have a lot of information that time. So yeah, I remember that I was seeing Nightmare Before Christmas. It was there always, and I was browsing all the movies, and I was like, I don't know if I will like this one. I never give him him. I never give this movie an opportunity. For a long time, I was just picking other movies, but I was really bored. I remember that it was summer, and I was like, oh my god, I want to see a movie, but I don't know what to see because I really watched everything here, and I don't have a lot of more options. It's just this. You don't have more options. It's not like we have now, that you can only browse. Sorry. You can be browsing Netflix for an hour if you want, because there's a lot of things. But anyway, the movie was there, and I never pick it to watch. It was like, I don't know. Do you think that I will really like it? I don't know. I was watching the art on the cover, and I was like reading the description, and I was like, I don't know. And finally, one day, I was really bored, and I was like, you know what? Okay, let's watch it. I don't know. It will be 2 hours of maybe I will like it, and maybe okay. And I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, how I didn't watch it before. I was really fascinated by the movie. I really liked that. I really enjoyed the stop motion animation. Was like, oh my god, what that is so cool. I watched it again. So in the same, it was a Saturday. I remember that it was a Saturday afternoon, and I watched it 2 times in a row, because I was like, I love that. I love the music. I love the characters. I loved everything. And it was like, oh my god. So I don't know if it was this situation and this trying not to watch this movie for some time and then watching it, and it was like an impact for me, that I consider it. I always consider this movie one of my favorite ones. I guess it's because of that, because it makes a huge impact in me in that summer of whatever year it was. And I really, really, really loved it. And of course, I love the characters. All the characters are really cool. And as I said, the music and the songs and everything. And I'm not a really big fan of musicals. I like some musicals, and I usually like the Disney songs and things like that. It's something that I can enjoy, etc. But it's not my thing normally. But yeah, I really liked the movie, and I really liked the plot itself. I guess at that point, some of the message inside this movie, it was not that present on me. But after that, when I was in the university, I remember that I had to pick a movie to do a paper. I don't remember exactly what kind of assignment was, but remember that I did fine arts. So yeah, it was all related to arts, and I don't remember which classroom was. I don't remember, but yeah, I had to pick a movie and do an essay about it, about the shots, and about some analysis of these things. And I picked that one because I was like, no, I want to do this movie because I want to know more about it, and it was a cool subject for me. So I also had a book that I bought just for that, and I learned a lot of uh, things behind the movie, and it was really, really interesting. So yeah, it's something that it grew so much in me. And these characters, I really love them. So I know that it's a lot of information to just say that I wanted to draw them, because I really never draw them before. I liked the movie, but I really didn't draw them. And yeah, when it was October, and I was like, oh, it's October, it's Halloween. I have to do something related to Nightmare Before Christmas. And yeah, so I did Jack and Sally, because I did before. I don't know if you will remember, but once I drew Sheldon and Amy dressed as Jack Skellington and Sally, like a Halloween cosplay or something like that. But Jack and Sally itself, I never drew them before. So yeah, this was my first drawing of Jack and Sally, and I really love to do this kind of. They are sitting with the flower and the little ice. I don't remember the name of the snow ice thingy in his hand, and then a thumb. I don't know how it's called in English. Sorry for my English. With one of the quotes that's really cool. I really enjoyed doing this one a lot, and I really want to draw them again, but it's always like I always have another thing to draw. But yeah, when I thought about sharing this time lapse with you, I had to talk about animation. I had to talk about the impact that this movie had on me. Because even I know that maybe other people would say, oh, but there's movies after that that are better or whatever, or even uh, the Corpse Bride, for example, that I also enjoyed a lot. But yeah, I know that this movie it's like more old style with the stop motion animation, and I don't know. I just love a lot of things of this movie. So yeah, now you know a little more about me, that I enjoy a lot this movie, and a lot of other things. I will tell you more things in other videos when I share, I don't know, anime or video games or other things. But yeah, just want you to know that I love this movie. I love these characters, and it was really funny to do this drawing last Inktober. I hope that, I don't know if for Inktober as well, but I really hope that one day I will be inspired to draw them again, because I really love these characters. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to share with you that sometimes a movie, you see the art cover and it's like, I don't know. Sometimes you can be surprised by that, by the movie behind the art cover. Even if the art cover was super cool, it's not that I didn't like that. But yeah, it didn't call me as other movies or other art covers. And I was really surprised by that. So yeah, sometimes you cannot judge things for the cover, as they say, right? So yeah, I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to share this time lapse with you because I really love this drawing and I had so much fun doing it. So yeah, until next time, subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos if you enjoy my content and my silly stories. And remember that you can support my art on patreon.com/rgbcn. Link is in the description. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.